And welcome back to Sly 2 Band of Thieves. So in the last part, we were able to take down Dimitri and get our hands on the first set of Clockwerk parts, the Clockwerk tail feathers. Now, moving right along, as we track down the second member of the Klaww Gang.
Tony the Tiger.
So the boys and I loaded up the van and zeroed in on
Oh, no. Okay, alright, look, if Tony the Tiger, you know, were to sprinkle his cereal with, like, spices, or say, I don't know, like drugs or crack, then it's like, oh, okay, yeah, this would definitely be Tony the Tiger right here, but...
Well, Ryan, why do you think they're called Frosted Flakes?
Oh god, I've been eating crack this whole time. No wonder I've been feeling so loopy every morning.
But regardless,
Wait.
like, spices, yeah. It's like, again, Bentley can't play poker, but we got a certified drug dealer. That's okay.
Well, Danny, remember, it's like when Yu-Gi-Oh! GX had to replace all the sake with hot sauce.
Oh, jeez, yeah, it's like, oh, well, I mean, when you really get down to it, they're not technically using, like, any form of actual drug, like, cocaine, or, alcohol, or crack. It's like, no, we are using spices.
It's like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, it's like, oh, yeah,
like,
sure.
I'm familiar with metaphors.
Is that what the kids are calling it? Alright, so it's like, along with like each new area that we enter, we also get our new share of upgrades. So it's like, Sly with the combat dodge, which is something I rarely even use, to be honest. And obviously, the size, the stabilizer, which is very effective when you're trying to take on, like, bigger enemies, like, for example, the flashlight guards, and you want to take them out at a much faster rate when you're using Bentley of all characters.
Man, these online combat tutors are really impressive, Bentley.
And honestly, the other move that, freaking Murray used, I actually wasn't paying attention, I completely forgot. But now it's like, oh, here's a part of the game where it's like, oh wow, we get to remind ourselves on how to Ninja Spire jump in the first game.
And, yay!
Ah, yes. So yeah, much like how it was when we were in Paris, you know, going through the area, like, as we're trying to take down Dimitri. It's like, with each new world that we visit, I had to find all 30 clue bottles within each area.
So Ryan, we remembered our Ninja Spire jump, but what happened to our ability to manipulate time?
You know what? I am so glad you brought that up, because it's like, during the interaction between Sly and Bentley during the intercom, it's like, Bentley brings up how to remember, like, try to remind Sly how to Ninja Spire jump, and Sly retorts with like what? You think I forget one of the best, like, thieving moves from my ancestors? I can imagine Bentley being, like, so pissed off and insulted by that. It's like, you think I forget how to Ninja Spire jump? I don't know! How could you forget how to stop time?
Sly! Remember! JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, not Naruto!
That is literally the most broken move from you, and you forgot it! It's like, it's like, seriously though, it's like, god damn it.
How different would Diamond is Unbreakable have ended if Jotaro conveniently forgot that he could stop time?
Well, then everybody would have been screwed.
Yeah.
The world? What is that?
It's the place we live in? Oh, no, not that, you idiot.
Okay, I hated these types of, those, like, item retrievals. Like, I usually didn't mind the item retrievals to, like, you know, sell the loot and stuff, but when they're fucking timed, oh god, I hated them.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, at first, like, years ago when I first, tried, getting all these items at first, it's like, yeah, they were a little bit of a challenge, but when you really get down to it, they're actually not as difficult as they seem. Especially when they are timed.
I just had like the worst luck because it's like I'm almost there, but then it's like something hits me, and it's like, well, where the fuck did you come from? It's like that.
Turnbuckle launch. That was it. That was the move. Okay, that was the move Murray learns in this stage. Okay, I'm sorry. Anyway, go ahead.
Oh, okay. That's what I was like. Wait, didn't you buy these already?
What? Oh no! Well, I mean, no. Earlier, it's like I was mentioning off like the moves that Sly and Belly could learn, but I completely forgot which move that I wasn't paying attention earlier, so I completely forgot exactly what was the next move Murray could possibly learn. And it's like, okay, turnbuckle launch. Okay, that was it. So yeah, basically, yeah, that move, like if you hold down, I believe it's like the L2 button or the R2 button. It's like. Murray essentially like charges up for a much higher jump compared to how he double jumps usually.
Not with that attitude, Bentley.
Plenty of branches for me to walk on. I'll figure it out.
Is I remember when you showed me how to ninja spire jump? Hey, I haven't forgotten how to rail walk or rail slide too.
That's great, Sly, but, you still forgot how to slow down time, you dipshit.
I'm sorry, okay?
You realize I'm never letting that go.
Alright, but now, once again, we get another session of recon to- oh, shit.
Sly?
What? How was I supposed to know there were enemies there? Stupid Kojima.
Okay.
Man, I missed it. I missed the days where you could get away with making a lot of these blatant references, and there was a lot of it back in the day. You occasionally get them every now and again today, but man, I just remember I was laughing at this. I remember I think it's Final Fantasy X too. They did that as well. There's when you're playing that, occasionally the characters, they'll be screaming bullshit lines or whatever throughout combat. But if you ever end up in a battle where you're fighting against snake monsters, Riku literally screams out, "Snake! Snake! Snake!" And it's like, oh, sweet Jesus, you did not just reference that.
Danny,
wow.
Remember Spiral 1. You gotta believe!
Oh, God. Oh, my God, I laughed so goddamn hard when I was playing that in the Reignited trilogy. It was like, oh, God.
Wait. Spyro made a Parappa reference?
Yeah, in the first Spyro.
Yeah.
So wait. Was it did they make the reference way back when they did the original game?
Yeah.
Or is this exclusive to the Reignited trilogy?
No, this was in the original game.
Okay, see, this is how very little I played of the first Spyro and only got into the third Spyro game compared to the three games.
It was way later in the game, and it was you freed one of the dragons, and it's one of those dialogues. So it's as soon as it was I forgot what the line was exactly. But yeah, it's the dragon said something, and then Spyro's response was, yeah, I gotta believe.
God damn it, Contessa! I take a picture of her, and she has her back turned.
Nice butt pic, Sly.
God.
You trying to tell me something?
But yeah, it's going back to the instant, where I, got caught by the two guards. That was actually completely by accident. I actually went a little bit too far out into the balcony, and thus the two guards instantly found me out and shit. So at that point I was like, alright, you know what? Why not just poke fun at my utter stupidity and being stealthily and I'll just put in some very nifty reference to it. Why not?
I like how you tried zooming back in on Carmelita to get a shot from her from behind. Sly, focus! You got your picture.
Sly, okay, I really need you to focus here. Okay, sure. He zooms in. It's like, Sly, not like that, you idiot!
Sly, I thought you were a raccoon, not a horn dog.
The Clockwerk wings in the middle of a crowded ballroom is going to take some serious misdirection.
Okay. So we have our set of recon photos. Turns out it's not just Rajan and all these other random guests that are at this party. There are also other members of the Klaww Gang that we'll run into like later during the game, along with Carmelita, Neela, and the Contessa. You know, members of Interpol.
Yeah.
So it's like, we have both members of the Klaww Gang and cops on our ass in this mission.
And they're not busting the criminal.
No. Well, yeah, not yet at least. It's like they're not attempting to take down the criminal just yet. Oh.
Now we got her glider.
Oh. No, not quite. I mean, the icon looks like you have your glider, but it's like, not quite. We won't get the paraglider, which is a very useful item, by the way, until, like, I believe it was, like, the 5th area that we visited in this game.
Yeah, we got that, like towards the end, right? Because the last area is like,
not so much not towards the end, more so, like, just about the halfway point through the game, actually.
Yeah, that's where it's like, it's been a while since I played Slate 2. But I know, like, especially, I think it was, like, in the last level, that was, like, you know, you're really reliant on being in the sky.
Oh, yes, absolutely. But yeah, it's like, we have, like, other missions that involve, like, say, Bentley and Murray, like, later down the road. The only downside is that, well, they can't really access the palace itself with the drawbridge up. Hence why, you know, we go around this little city here and try to find all the guards that have like the 5 keys, which will allow us to bring down the drawbridge.
Actually, could you imagine if it's like 5 keys is like your party invitation? It's like, okay, you can't get in the party unless you can unlock all these padlocks.
It's like seriously, what kind of a party is that? Where it's like, oh no, there's no dress code or anything involved. It's like, oh no, the only way you can get access to this party is if you have 5 keys.
You could use noise to lure this guard from his
I want to get into this party. What's the password? Fuck you. Okay, you're in.
when he returns to his post.
Oh god, that was like a...
What's the password?
Oh god, that's like latest episode of South Park. They did this whole thing about how, you know, Cartman, you know, Cartman went to a therapist, and his therapist concluded that he had anxiety. And Cartman, of course, was using that as an excuse, you know, I can get away with whatever the hell I want because, you know, I have anxiety. And, you know, they did this whole thing, and then Kyle brings up, dude, everybody has anxiety at some point, but, you know, we learn to deal with it. We learn to cope. We don't, you know, treat it and abuse it. And, you know, he was trying to make this whole thing. So then Cartman's like, oh my god, Ka, you're right. So we see this scene. He's with the mayor, and he's, like, dressed like a Buddhist monk. And he's talking about how, you know, like, you know, I thought I had anxiety and, you know, I'd suffered, but I learned namaste, which means fuck you, I have anxiety. So now it's like, you know, they did this whole thing where he's just like, you know, like towards the end, he was just like, you know, yeah, everyone just started going like, you know, no, namaste. And he's like,
Oh my goodness.
Sly, you didn't have a really good approach at that one guard trying to take their key. Sorry, Bentley, I have anxiety.
yeah, namaste, Bentley.
Yeah, fuck you too.
Yeah, namaste to you too, asshole.
You still forgot how to stop time.
I'm telling you, I'm never gonna let that go.
Every time, Bentley, every time. Yes, every single time.
Hey, right, every time, wink.
God damn Oh my god.
Oh my god, they're really not gonna let it go.
My god. It's like, we're making jokes out of this, but it's like, my god, this is only gonna get... Okay, no joke. This is gonna make a certain part of the game more and more ironic. I swear to god.
Trick shot!
It's up. Ow.
Don't worry, guys, I got the raccoon!
It's like, well, thank God we have a health bar this time around.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, it's like, in the first game, it's like, no, with no lucky charms or anything, you fall down a bottomless pit, you're dead, you know.
Yeah.
Kind of, you know, but essentially like in traditional platforming tradition, I guess.
Yep.
But it's like, oh no, thank God there's a health bar involved. Seeing as how, you know, if we fall down a bottomless pit, it only takes off like a little sliver of our health.
Yep. Sly picked up the armor pack upgrade.
It's almost like, it's nearly like the equivalent of like a Sub-Zero from Mortal Kombat Mythologies taking a massive buzzsaw to the face, but it only takes off like, what, 5 HP?
Man, this chainsaw sucks. I was promised it could kill.
Now take those stolen keys back to the padlock winch to lower the drawbridge.
Oh, god damn it. There was a joke somewhere referencing Parappa the Rapper, but it's like, god damn it. God. I fucking played through the first game. I forgot what the hell okay, alright, you know what? It does, alright, you know what? Fuck it. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if I forgot some character from Parappa the Rapper to go with this goddamn joke. Joke aboard. We got the drawbridge down. So now we can bring in literally everybody else in. Bentley, Murray, and all that good stuff.
Alright, everyone.
So,
everyone, bathroom break.
yes. Join us next time as we get onto the next mission on our list, which, if memory serves, I believe is where we bring Murray into the mix with this area. Or we use this old turret that they, for some reason, have set up in the city. I don't know why, but regardless, we're going to use that to our advantage. We'll see you guys then.